In this video, I'm going to show you how to macrame this hanging basket. So I am going to begin with a 6-inch ring, but I am going to tie some cord around this ring so that I can hold it in place so it's not moving while I am doing my work. So I am going to attach 18 pieces of cord that I cut 90 inches to this ring. We are going to be using a lark's head knot. So you're just going to grab your first piece, make sure that the ends are even, so it's folded directly in half. To do a lark's head knot, I'm going to take that folded piece of cord, place it over my hoop, like that, and then open, like this, and then pull those two pieces through. And then just pull it down to tighten. And I'm going to do that with all of my pieces, again, making sure that they are folded in half evenly. So it goes over, open, and pull through. Once all 18 pieces are attached, we are going to start making square knots. So this is going to be about 15 rows of alternating square knots. So I will start on my left, and I'm going to grab 4 pieces of cord. And it's always going to be 2 next to each other like this that turn into 4 pieces. So to make a square knot, we are going to hold them like this. The 2 outer cords are our working cords, and then these 2 center cords we will not be using right now. So to make a square knot, you're going to take the cord on the right and fold it over the 2 center cords like this. I like to pinch with my right thumb and hold that in place. Then I like to use my middle finger to kind of hold that piece out. And then I take the piece on the left and it goes over that, just like this. And then I'm going to push it behind the center cords like this. But as I do that, I'm going to now pinch with my left hand because I need to pull it through this loop on the right. So just carefully pull it through. And then you're going to carefully bring it to the top to tighten. So that's just 1/2. Now we have to do the other side. So now you're going to take the left cord, fold it over the 2 center like this. Now I'm going to pinch with my left thumb. And again, using my middle finger, I'm going to hold that piece out. And then the piece on the right goes over that piece. Then I'm going to push it behind the center like this and switch my hands and hold it with my right thumb because I need to pull it through this left loop. So pull it up like this. And then very carefully bring it up to tighten. So I'm going extra careful because this is single strand cord, and to keep it from unraveling, you want to be gentle when you're tightening your knots. And it's very important to be pulling them side to side rather than like this or like that to keep the shape. Have the 4 cords like this. Cross that right one over the 2 center to create that loop. Pinch with my right. Bring that piece out, bring that left piece over, push it to the back, switch your hand, and pull through to the right. It's important to switch your hands because you want to pull with your right hand if you need to go to the right and your left hand if you need to go to the left. It's going to keep your knots looking really good. So the left goes over the center, pinch. This piece goes over that, push it to the back, switch my hands, pull that through that loop to the left. Okay, on to the next one. Cross over, pinch, goes behind, switch hands, pull through, and gently bring it up. Cross over the left, pinch, push it to the back, pinch and switch your hands, pull through to the left. Okay, now I'm going to continue doing that all the way across. When you're done, you should have 9 square knots going across. So we are going to make an alternating round now. So what we have to do every alternating round, which will be every even round, so that's round 1, so round 2, we will take the 2 on both ends and just put them off to the side. You're not going to be using those ones because now we need to connect our square knots. Okay, so you are always going to be working with the 2 closest to each other. So the 2 from here and then these 2 from here. And make sure you're grabbing the correct pieces or it'll mess up the count for everything. So again, just 2 and 2. And then you're going to repeat the process with the square knot. So again, it crosses over the center, pinch, put that piece over and push it behind, and then switch hands, pull through to the right. And if you see that your cord is unraveling, you can just twist it as you go. So cross over the left, pinch, push that right piece to the back and pull through to the left. And then bring it up to the top and tighten. Okay, and the next one, I'm grabbing these two and these two to connect the square knot. Just bring it up. And that's good. And again, I'm going to do this all the way across. Okay, so I'm going to finish this and then show you what to do next. Okay, when you're done with round 2, you should have 8 square knots going across. So all of your odd rounds will have 9, all of your even rounds will have 8. Now it's time to take those cords that we pushed off to the side and bring them back down, because now every odd round we will be using all of the pieces. So we are going to, again, start on the left. I'm going to be working with these two and these two. So I'm going to make my square knot, but it is important on these rounds that you just bring it up gently so that it aligns to the next spot, leaving that little gap right there. Okay, you don't want to tie it so that it goes like that. That is not correct. You want to bring it gently to the top and just allow it to give that space. So again, I'm going to be making 9 square knots all the way across, and I am taking 2 from this one and 2 from that one and connecting them. Okay, they're alternating square knots. Okay, I'm just going to do the last few and then I'll show you what to do next. Thought I'd show you this side too. So you're always connecting 2 and 2. So again, I'm going to leave that gap on the end of this round. So I'm going to bring it up just so that it's even with the current round that I'm on, making sure that I leave that gap. So as we complete round 3 and get ready for round 4, because it's an even round, I'm going to take those 2 end pieces and just put them off to the side again, and then connect these 2 to these 2 and do that all the way down so that I end up with 8 square knots. And I'm going to just repeat this until I do about 15 rounds. And then when round 4 is done, I will bring these ones back down and just repeat the same process until I have 15 rounds. Okay, I am on my 15th round, but I want to show you real quick how to count your rounds. So I am looking at this little notch here, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so you can kind of see 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I just want to point out, when you're doing your square knot, sometimes people forget what side they're on and they might do the same side twice. You will know if you did the same side twice because it'll look like that. It'll automatically start to twist because that's how you do a spiral knot. So if you see that you have 2 notches on the same side like that little notch there and there, that means it's wrong and you need to take out that last one that you did and do the opposite side. So when you see this notch right here, that means that's the side you're on. So you would be going back to the left side. And then once you do that, you'll notice that your knot is correct. So I'm just going to finish the rest of 15 real quick and then show you what to do next. Okay, so I cut this 90 inches, and this is 4mm cotton single strand cord, and I have a ton of cord left over, like plenty. So you can make this a little bit bigger if you want to, or you can cut your cord shorter. So I will have kits available for this, and it will be shipped out with 90 inches. You will have plenty of cord left over. So what I need to do now is just place that second ring there. Now that that second ring is there, I need to get my cord, and I'll just go over it like this, just to kind of give you the idea of what we're doing here. So I need to make square knots over the ring now. So what I'm going to do is I'm on my even round. So I am going to be using, ignoring those first two, just like before. So I'm just going to push those off to the side. Now I will take 2 from here and 2 from here, like this. And I'm going to just push these off to the side just so you can see a little bit more clear. It's a little hard to do while this is hanging like this. What I want to do, I have my 4 cords. Okay, again, I'm ignoring the 2 in the end because I'm on an even round. I'm on round 16, so I'm taking 2 from here and 2 from here. But I want to take those center 2 and I want to pull them behind the hoop like that, so that my working cords are on the outside and those center 2 are on the inside. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make my square knot. And it's going to look neater once I get going here with a few. Okay, so there's the first one. And I need to do this all the way across. So I'm going to take my next 4. So here's 2 and 2, like that. And then again, take those center 2 and pull them behind the ring like this. I have all 4 like this, and go ahead and make a square knot. So this is actually really easy. It's just maybe it looks a little awkward on camera, but it's super easy. So I need to repeat this all the way. I'm actually going to just bring my cords back down now because it's in place a little bit better. So again, the next 4, just grab those 2, pull them to the back, and you can go ahead and leave them all down and pull all the ones that need to go behind. You could do that all right now at the same time, but I'm just going to go one by one. So I have another set here and do a square knot. And keep in mind, you will not need the last 2, just like on the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those now. So I'm going to finish these real quick and then show you what to do next. Here's another angle. I thought maybe this would be easier just bringing this down just to kind of show you again. So as you're looking at it, you can see that I got to pull these 2 to the back. And then my final 2 here to the back. So I have 2 knots left. So here's my first one. Bring it up. And then my last one. Okay, so this is again just to get that first initial row attached. Okay, and now I brought those end pieces back and we are ready to finish this little hanging basket. So I'm going to pull those end pieces, make sure they're towards the front now. Starting on the left, just going to take the 2 end, connect them here. Again, these 2 to these 2. And go ahead and make a square knot all the way across just like we've been doing. So this should be row 17. So, and it's okay if, you know, you go a little longer and you are on row 19 instead of 17. It's totally fine. It'll just mean that the inside of this is a little bit bigger. So again, I'm just going to make square knots all the way across. And then we are going to start the process of making it kind of go down at a V. Okay, that's it. So I have 9 knots. So now to do the V, each round we are going to eliminate the 2 in the end. So that was 9, 9 knots. Now this will end up being 8 knots because you're going to take 2 from each side off. So go ahead and do this all the way across, and then you'll end up with 8 square knots. Okay, this round is done, so you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now again, take 2 from this end and 2 from this end, pull them off to the side, and actually 90 inches will be perfect if you're using 4mm. I wouldn't go shorter just in case, because these, so your end pieces that we're leaving off, they'll all stay longer, and then all of these center ones will become shorter, which is fine because we're going to even them out at the end. So we ended with 8 square knots. Now for this round, we will end with 7 square knots. And we will just keep doing that until we get down to our very last one. So I'm going to go across and I'll end with 7. Okay, so now I'm going to take these 2 off and these 2 off and do a round of square knots, and I should end with 6 square knots this time. So keep going. Okay, I have 6. I'm going to take 2 from both ends off like this. Now I'm going to have 5 square knots. Okay, there's 5. And this will be 4. All right. We're going to have 3 square knots. Okay, just take these out. Now we should have 2 square knots. Now we can go ahead and pull these back down, and you can see that it created a really pretty V in the front. You can kind of just pull to adjust your tension if you need to. And that's it. Now we just need to connect the top. Okay, so we need to connect these 2 pieces. So I have 2 cords cut 40 inches. This is going to be way more than what you're going to need, but I think that's fine because you can leave it longer if you want it to be longer. So just fold them in half. And then what I'm going to do is grab these 2, and I am going to do a reversed lark's head knot. So it's the same as the other one, but instead of going over, we're going from behind like this. I'm going to go over like this and then pull those cords through like that. And then I'm going to place a wooden bead through these to make it a little bit easier. You can just grab a little piece of tape and tape these ends together. Just like this, nothing fancy, doesn't have to be perfect. And then just push these through like this. And the wooden bead is just to make it look pretty. You don't have to use a bead if you don't want to. Okay, so then I need to just grab all 4 cords, and I'm just going to loop it around and make a knot. So just pull that through. And you can make this wherever you want it to be, depending on how long you want it to hang. So that's good for me right there. Then I will grab my scissors and just trim. Okay, and then here's the bottom of my design, and then decide how long you want the front part to be. You could go straight across, or you can even do it at an angle to match this right here, but I'm just going to go straight across. Okay. Okay, and this is what it looks like hanging. So you don't have to have it this long, but this is just how I happen to cut it. Okay, and here it is with a plant in it. And you can use this for anything you want, really. This is perfect for small space. You can use this to put some fruit in it. You could put it by your front door, put your keys in it, anything you want. So again, I will have a full kit available on my site, handyknots.com. I will link everything in the description box below. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.